Ready?
I can't play fast.
That's fine. No need to play fast. No need to play fast. Think about it.
So I don't.
You're 102 years old? You're 102 years old?
Gonna be 103 in 2 weeks.
Pretty standard stuff. I played d3 here. My whole idea is just to get my bishop out. And then he played d6 in order to get his bishop out. And now I'm just trying to get my bishop out. I played bishop e3. Usually in these types of Italian game structures, you don't want to pin the knight due to h6. So he took, I took, and then he developed his bishop to d7. And then I simply got my king out the center of the board. And now he's thinking about his moves. As you can see, the position is actually just completely equal so far. He played queen to e7. And he's actually following one of the plans that I told you guys. Okay, pawn to d4 was a decent move. I'm just trying to break open in the center of the board. But he's basically delaying his castle. Whenever you play against these types of Italian-looking position as black, you don't want to castle too quickly. And I'm not saying that you should not castle. You should. It's always good whenever you have the option of, do I castle on the king side? Do I castle on the queen side? And that's what he's thinking of. So he first traded, and then I took. My pawn on e4 is hanging though, but he's not able to take. So he decided to castle on the king side. And then now I have just a very slight advantage, and that's because of my central control. So I played the move queen to e2, and that advantage actually went down. So maybe that wasn't the move. But I think I have a decent position. My only idea from here is just to swing my rook in the game. And he's thinking about his move. He got his rook in the game, and then I got my rook in the game. It's actually crazy because we're actually playing very principled. Mind you though, his last move was slightly suspicious. I think he used the wrong rook. Because now if you look on his rook on f8, it's not really doing anything. And I'm not going to be using that against me. You know, I had to be checking my surroundings because we were in the park. Crazy stuff can happen in the park. So he decides to play a6, hitting the bishop. Bishops are better than knights, so we do not take that knight. Bishop to g4 was played. Now my knight is pinned. And because my knight is pinned, if you look on my pawn on d4, his knight on c6 is attacking that pawn. So I played queen to e3. I just got out of the pin. Again, the position is completely equal. Guy's 102 years old. He's playing very well. Not sure what he's thinking of here. Maybe he's thinking about his rook on f8 because that rook was just not doing anything. This is where persons usually blunder though, where all the pieces are just doing something. Knight b4, that was also a good move. Okay. The position is in the negative. It's still equal, but I'm allowing him to capture my bishop. I think pawn to e5 was just a very nice move. Like, that was always my plan because I didn't really want to move my bishop again. So I assume that he's going to get the bishop, but at least I'm the one who is attacking. And since I'm the one who is attacking, he's not really thinking about what to do. So he took on d3 again, which was a good move. Offense is the best defense. So I just take back on d3. Again, the position is still completely equal. He just needs to not lose his knight on f6, and he should be doing fine here. Still checking my surroundings. And then he played bishop takes f3. That was a blunder. That was just, he just needed to move his knight because now I take on f6. And this is an in-between move. I'm like, I don't have to take a bishop. I'm going to take on, no, your queen is under attack. No, I'm just winning. And that I think was his idea because, you know, the two rooks are better than the queens. The thing is, though, once I play king to f2, his rook on e1 is under attack and his bishop is under attack. So he decided to just resign.
Alright guys, we're here with another match. What's your name, sir?
Yes, I'm nobody. This is a bum.
So he's nobody, just a bum. Let's go. Have to be fast against these guys. Very fast. I'm nice. I'm nice.
You're very nice.
Can't be too nice. Nice, but that was nice. That was very nice. Game.
No, I want to win.
He wants to win. Not gonna happen, but
I was just like, oh shit. When I talked to you, I was like, oh shit. He didn't come down
Now you gotta catch it. You can't catch it. Play over here, yes?
David, you got to develop.
I'm trying to. No, I really am. Everything is as active as it can be. Oh, no! Gotta get a play over here. Gotta get a play over here, yes? Gotta get a play over here, yes? think I could.
Hot him.
Mr. Roberts, when I said to you about the bags on every entrance, they can just get off the road. Because we only got, once that gets full, they're gonna start throwing shit on the floor. So what we were doing is we were getting a bag for every entrance. Where? Where's the rook? Where's the rook? He's everywhere.
Good game.